From the nice, warm place of Winnipeg, I welcome Mom and Dad in front of me. Thank you both. And other parts of Canada, you're all there. God's blessings from far and near. President of my temple in Aruka. I don't know the official name. What's the official name, boy? Amarjot Temple, Mr. Hans and Karuna. My sponsor also, our programs tonight, Prakash Rambaran and his Dharam teach. Very happy that you're here. Mr. Mahadev and your entire family, Dulahin, son-in-law, daughter, all of you are here. God's blessings. And for all of you who have come from far and near, Ray and Sherry and Rabi and Sherry, Sintra, they all follow me all over the country. And I feel it, but I must say, special welcome. And to all my young Pundits, my chelas, Roshanji, Rajnesh, Bhaiji, all of you, God's blessings too. May Bhagavan guide you, bless you, and protect you. On a permanent fixture in any Ramayana Yag, Ralph. Thank you, Ralph. And Jivan. Devotees, the time has come that we should be a little bit relaxed. My cousin said to you, keep smiling. You are on candid camera. Keep smiling. You know? Think of Bhagavan. Let us all bow our heads and pray. Om Sri Ganeshaya Namaha Aim Saraswati Namaha Guru Charana Kamalibhyo Namo Namaha. Goswami Tulsidas Ji Maharaj, in his writing of Sri Ramcharitra pays obeisances and attributes his successes in life to the grace and mercy of Prabhu in all his many manifestations. He first pays obeisances and rever the feet of Prathama Pujya Ganesh Ji Bhagavan. He is always the first deity that we worship. It's a blessing, devotees, that Ganesh Baba got from his dear mother. We all pay obeisances to Ganesh Baba with his very beautiful, simple mantras that I will read for you. Please say with me. Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kurume Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada. Tulsidas Ji Maharaj then pays obeisances to Goddess Saraswati. Saraswati Ma, the giver of a sharp and broad intellect, wisdom, higher understanding and sweet speech. She is always depicted as wearing the color white. It's called Shwet. It's a symbol of purity. It's a symbol of the highest state and form of spirituality and divinity. As the poet beautifully said, Tu Shweta Varne Kamal Pe Biraje Haatho mein veena mukut sar pe saje. In one of her hands, she holds, my dear devotees, the mala, the rosary or the beads, reminding us of the importance of mantra jap. In the other hand, she holds the Rigved, reminding us also of the importance of academic knowledge and education. The third and fourth hands, she is depicted as wearing or keeping what is called a musical instrument, the veena. It is recorded of all the musical instruments there are, the veena carries the sweetest sound. So too, devotees, whenever Saraswati Ma blesses us, our speech, our voice becomes as sweet as that of the veena. Let us all pay obeisances to her. Om वीणाधरे विपुलमङ्गलदानशीले भक्तार्तनाशिनि विरंचि हरीश वन्दे कीर्तिप्रदे अखिलमनोरथदे महादे विद्याप्रदायिनि सरस्वती नौमि नित्यम् या कुण्डेन्दुतुषारहारधवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रावृता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युतशङ्कर प्रभृतिभिर्देवैः सदा वन्दिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निशेषजाध्यापः सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। Tulsidas ji reverse the feet of Guruji Maharaj. My dear devotees, I want you all to repeat your Guru mantra in your mind. Just reflect as we say this beautiful prayer that we all know. On the day that you were initiated, the joy and anticipation that you would have had. You have your lota and thali. You are washing the feet of your Guruji. You wipe the feet of Guru. You gave him a beautiful chandan, arti, mala. Then he covers your head, my dear devotees. And he gives you what is called a rebirth, a new life, a new beginning of spirituality in your life. Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tashmaya Sri Guruve Namaha. Tulsidas ji also pays obeisances to Pavan Putra Hanuman ji. Sri Hanuman Baba, he is called a repository of strength. He is called a storehouse of knowledge. He is called a personification of courage. He is a loyal, near and dear dedicated servant to the lotus-like feet of Maryara Purushottam Prabhu Sri Ram. Let us all in our prayer today ask, O Hanumanji, guide and bless and protect us all, that we also will be a dedicated servant as you are to Prabhu. O Swami, O Hanumanji, bless us all this day. Atulita Valadhamam Swarana Shailavadeham Dhanujavana Krishanam Gyaninam Graganyam Sakala Guna Nidhanam Varananam Adhisham Raghupati Priya Bhaktam Vatajatam Namami Manojavam Marutatulya Vegam Jitendriyam Buddhi Matam Varishtam Vatatmajam Vanadayutya Mukhyam Sri Ramadutam Shirasa Namami. Last but not least, he pays obeisances to Maryara Purushottam Prabhuji and Ma Janaki, Mother Sita. Prabhu Sri Ram, incarnation of Bhagavan Vishnu, who stands in front of you this day, devotees. Are you seeing Bhagavan? I want you to congratulate yourself today. It's your implicit faith which is called Shraddha, your intense devotion which is called Bhakti, and your true love for him which is called Prem. Prema kiya gana ho, bhakti sadhana ho, man mein lagana ho to Prabhu mil jayenge, Prabhu mil jayenge, Prabhu mil jayenge. Bhagavan is looking at you and smiling. It's called a smile of acceptance, my dear children. I want you to put a beautiful tilak for him. And as you are putting that tilak, devotees, you observe that his long hair, it has grown from being in the forest, tied in the form of a crown. It is called Jatavu Ka Mukut. 14 years consecutively, every single day, Bhaiya Lakshman will pick forest flowers and give his elder brother Sri Ram a beautiful mala. Today, you and I have that very unique opportunity of putting that mala for your Bhagwan. Can you put the mala for him, devotees? And as you put that mala for him, he lifts his hand to bless you. The other hand, he holds the arrow. The quiver is in his back, my dear devotees. And he says to us, Vipradhenu Surasantahita Leena Manujayavatar Nija Iksha Nirmittanu Maya Gun Gopar. Don't worry, my child. I will always protect the Brahmins. Dhenus, the cows, I will protect. Surasantahit, I will protect all my devotees. I will come from time to time to make sure that you are always happy. Let us now sit at the feet of our Prabhu as we are about listening to Harikatha, devotees. Loka viramam ranadhira dhirang Rajiva netrang raghuvanshanatham. So much love comes from Bhagavan for us. Are you seeing his lotus-like eyes, devotees? It's filled with tears tonight. Tears of joy and happiness seeing you praying to him streams down his cheeks. Lokha viramam ranadhira dhirang Rajiva netrang raghuvanshanatham Karanya rupa karuna karantang Sri Ramachandrang sharanam prapatte. He Rama Purushottama Narahare Narayanaye Keshava Govinda Garushaja Gunanidhe Damodara Madhava. He Krishna Kamalapate Yarupate Sitapate Sripate Vaikunthadipate Characharpate Lakshmipate Pahimam. Lakshmipate Pahimam. Prabhu Ramachandra ki. Prabhu Ramachandra ki. The whole world is listening to you. Prabhu Ramachandra ki. Jai Sharanam Prabhu. Devotees, today I have chosen a couple lines from the second volume of Sri Ramacharitra. Dharmacharji doesn't read from a book. I haven't read that stage yet, Dharmacharji. Very cleverly, Goswami Tulsidas Ji, I always remind you, that he did not write with a pen. You know what he wrote with? No Pandit Rosha, not a pencil. He wrote with his heart. Whenever you speak from here, my dear devotees, it makes a difference. That's why it is evergreen. After so many hundreds of years of reading the Ramayan, my dear devotees, it seems brand new every time. A new perspective comes. You know what is that? It's something very mystical. It's something very magical of the individual that you call Goswami Tulsidas Ji Maharaj. He got his blessings from Guru. This that he wrote, my dear devotees, this was called a personal account of his very life. Everything that he went through, he documented it, my dear devotees. But today, we say, है धन्य सुहागिन वो जिसने भारत को तुलसी दास दिया. Huh? No one knew. He was called Anami, a no-name boy. No one knew that his name will be kept. His book will be kept throughout the world. I shouldn't say, Bharat ko tulsidasya, hai dhanya suhagin wo jisne duniya ko tulsidas diya. This entire universe, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of countries around the globe, reads the Ramayan. Follow the teachings of Sri Ramchandra Bhagavan. It has become very profound, and I will tell you something, my dear devotees. We as Sanatanis Hindus, the amount of times we have listened to Sri Ramchandra Bhagavan's katha, we should be very high up in the scale of spirituality. So be reminded that the life of mediocrity, as a Sanatanis Hindu, unacceptable. A substandard life, unacceptable. If you can stand and say, I am Sanatanis Hindu, it means, my dear children, that word Sanatanis Hindu means excellence. And you cannot go for anything under than excellence. Sanatan Dharam means excellence. It means perfection. It's a good time tonight on this first evening to introspect a little bit. How well am I doing as a Sanatanis Hindu? How much am I following the teachings and the tenets of my dharam? Basic tenets I speak of. I would maybe tomorrow also go through some of the basic tenets of our Sanatan Dharam. But even in choosing the names of the different volumes of the Ramayan, Tulsidas ji was very careful in doing so. He called volume number 1. Can you tell me? It's called Balkan. So don't worry, boys, I alone say it, Balkan. What is Balkan? The word Bal means small, Balak. So many things come out of that. And Goswami Tulsidas wrote this, He depicts the Lord as being very small. Bhai pragata kripala dina dayala kaushilya hitakari ki mata puni boli sumati doli tajahutata yaharupa. I don't want to read a whole chant for you, but Sri Ramchandra Bhagavan came as a little babe. Pragat hui. He appeared. But when he came first as Bhagavan Vishnu, it's called the love of a mother. And she teaches us something as mothers, expectant mothers, and also mothers to be at some time. Grandmothers. You know what is the joy of a mother? To hear the cry of a newborn babe. She waits for 9 months, devotees, to hear that cry of that newborn babe. It's the greatest joy and happiness both parents can ever experience in life, my dear devotees. That's why she begged Bhagavan Vishnu in that form to come as a little babe. She wants to teach, my dear devotees. Mothers, you want to know how to grow your children? Read the Ramayan, read Balkan, and you are going to see physical growth, spiritual growth, emotional growth, academic growth. All of the growths that you are going to have, my dear devotees, in life has to be given in Balkan. Never anyone should think that you are overloving your children. Did you have anybody ever tell you you're giving your kids too much dular? No, bhai, tell them I don't subscribe to that. I subscribe to my Guru's teaching. And that is, whatever you give your children in the first 5 years of their life, taking a very psychiatrist job right now. Whatever you give your kids in the first 5 years of their life, it is what they are going to give the world for the rest of their life. So how can you tell me you are over loving your children? Huh? You think this Maharaj family come by a mistake? Coincidental? Huh? You know what I have in my hand? That was my uncle and aunt too, so I could tell you. You know that? See a man called Sam Maharaj, if I tell you, what can I say, bhai? If I call him by any other name, you're going to know who it is. When you see Mr. Sam Maharaj sit in a bluebird, and he will go any part of this country. Any part of this country that my father and my uncle was, and he would come to sing 2 or 3 bhajans, listen to katha, and his mere presence, my dear devotees, brought that sense of devotion on that stage that he will sit on. And both of them would call him to sing a bhajan, whether it's a Tuesday, a Saturday, a Thursday, or a Wednesday. Hojan par kripa karo Hanuman. The energy, the Shakti and the power, my dear devotees. So when you see all my cousins here and their respective families, my dear devotees, you know what is this? It is something that was given to them from birth. That seed of devotion was planted. Guru Swami Tulsidas Ji ne kaha, without this sort of company, you can't move forward in life. No. People ask, what's a Basikaran mantra? Basikaran mantra. People always seem bright in their face. They always seem to be doing well. They always seem to be moving forward in life. What is the Basikaran? You know what's the Basikaran mantra? They all come to Guruji. Baba, what prayer do I say? What prayer do you say, my dear devotees? What is the prayer? Basikaran mantra. Huh? Prabhu Sri Ram Ji ne kaha, Pratama Bhakti, Santo ki Sanghati, Pratama Bhakti, Santan kar Sangha. Ask ourselves tonight, whose company do I keep? What sort of company do you keep? Secondly, when I pick up my phone, well, I will tell you, we had 3 phones. 1, 2, 3. Huh? When you pick up your telephone, what sort of conversation do you engage in? Who do you speak to? What are you talking about? Is it something that can make a positive impact in your life? It is something that will enhance your life in any way? If no, my dear devotees, why do we still continue to do it? Because when you keep noble company, that's what brought you here, you know. Pratama Bhakti Santoki Sanghati, good company. When you kept that sort of company, whether it's your guru, whether it's your friends or who, do sarirati mamakatha prashanga. A urge comes to listen to Harikatha. That urge comes. And this is what I'm telling you. That urge has to be there. I need to find myself where satsang is, where Harikatha is. So now, I kept good company. I come to Katha all the time. I listen to beautiful Kathas on the television, on the radio. All of these things I listen to. Now my head is filled with knowledge. So many things here. Now I have to dispense this knowledge into my everyday living. I have to dispense it now into my everyday life. How do I do it? Tulsidas Ji says, how do you do that? Guru par pankaj seva tisari bhakti aman. I need to go to my Guru. Who is your Guru? Did you ever ask yourself? The Guru is like Bhagavan Vishnu. He has many hands because he needs to take one on the part of Gyan, one on the part of Bhakti, one on the part of Karma. He knows you individually. He knows your taste, your likeness, your temperament, your personality. So his prescription for you is going to be different from anybody else. He knows you. So he says, this is what you have to do. This is what you have to do. Another person he meets, he knows his temperament, what he likes, what he loves. He fills a prescription to suit that, my dear devotees. And if you follow these teachings, you are going to find that I make spiritual progress in my life. Or else you are lost. Our purpose here, I don't know. Eat, work, sleep. That's a robot or some animal. Human being, where's the prayer factor in it? Where's serving God? Where is serving humanity? What am I doing to make this world a better place? Dharma Kshetra, a place that is more worthy of living. Because we are living here in Kurukshetra, We are living on this battlefield. Challenges come as soon as our eyes open in the morning. What is our first challenge, devotees? Do you know the first conflict comes to your mind? Conflicts start as soon as your eyes open like this. Should I stay another 10 minutes in bed? Should I get up to go to work? Most time we just stay the extra 10 minutes in bed. Jai Bhagwan. But you need to get up. You have priorities, you have obligations, you have duties to perform. And Bhagavad Gita very beautifully tells us, oh man, if you do not do your duty, who will do it for you? You know what's the answer? No one can. If you don't do it today, you do it tomorrow, you come in our next birth to do it, but you have to do it yourself. Jatasya hi dhruva mrityurudhram janma mritasya chaha tasmar paripayatvam natvam sochitu manasi. For those of you who have come, you have to go. And for those of you who are gone, come back to do unfinished business. Come back to do unfinished business. We congratulate ourselves. Dharmacharya just congratulate everybody. He said, Bade bhagyaman nushtana pava. I heard him saying on the television a couple of days ago. He says, oh devotees, oh man, you have excelled in this life. You have done so well that you got the most prestigious birth there is, that of a human being. You see this body, devotees? Highest. Chaurasi lakh, 8,400,000. This is number one. And that ego sticks in our brain and we keep falling short. But I'm giving you a little different spin, devotees. It doesn't bring you down in any way. But I am telling you what this human birth really symbolizes. You see this, attaining this, my dear devotees? We did extremely well in the past. Bhagwan has given us a chance now to wrap up a little unfinished business from our previous birth. Not much, 3-4 chapters we come to complete. 3 or 4 chapters we have come to complete. And magically, when we're ready to leave, we open another 34. So next time you come by, you have 30 to deal with instead of 4. So if we think that life is painful now, think what will happen next time if we don't put ourselves, as we say colloquially, put our act in order. If it's not done, devotees, we are in some serious problem. That is why very early in the life of your children, Sata Sangata Muda Mangala Mula, plant that seed of devotion within the chambers in your heart and your children's heart, your grandchildren, and you have to nurture it. You have to nurture that seed of devotion that you plant. By how, my dear devotees? Watering, fertilizing, tending. What is the watering? What is the nurturing? Being very kind, being very loving. That's how our life is supposed to be. Then we understand our purpose, my dear devotees, of taking this form as a human birth and burning away, my dear devotees, and closing up those couple little chapters that we have left unfinished. You can see it in the eyes. You can see it in the face. Look at you sitting here. There is so much love and energy streaming out from you. Look at love streaming out from you, my dear devotees. That is the Basikaran mantra. That is the mystical and magical prayer that takes us to the next level in life. Bhagavan is telling you, I call the first chapter Balkand. So all that I have said to you just now is just telling you the meaning of that first volume, that you are growing, my dear devotees. And you are preparing yourself for the next level, the next ashram is in life. So everything, the brahmachari life has to be wrapped up in Bal, small growing up. Because as soon as we reach a teenager, you can't find the kids anymore. Yeah? You want to get married then? But before you want to get married, you have to come to your guru. Come to Guruji. So we have to do a little test now. How well equipped are you to enter that stage? Yeah? Sri Ramchandra Bhagavan teaching us, when Sri Ram was to be put here, on the throne, to get married, all that time he is in charge of Guru. Guru is in charge of him, Parents take a back seat. I told my goddaughter, her parents, Geeta and I, only recently, a few days ago, I said, Geeta, the day you initiated your daughter with me, you give her over to me. I am in charge of her. That's my responsibility to make sure that everything goes well. And that's the responsibility. I have a chela there for 44 years. Sitting there, Mukesh. Devotees, you have to understand. Because you are going now into a stage that is called Ayodhya. Grihasti ashram is called Ayodhya. Yuddha. Means what? Without. Yuddha means conflict, battles, all of these things. How well can you diffuse a situation? Ask yourself this. As a parent, as a child, as a member of a home, community, society, and in the world. How can you diffuse? Do not let a situation be too incensed, my dear devotees. Let it be diffused and quiet down in a short time. Life is too short, my dear devotees, for all of this ups and downs that we go through in life. When Sri Ramchandra Bhagavan was told to go to the forest, many things could have happened, Did he ever stand up to his mother and father and say, listen to me, what's wrong with all you? Why do children do it today? Children are telling parents, you live your life, you want to tell me how should I live my life today? Yes, bhai, they have all the authority to do that, to remind you what you are supposed to do. You know that, devotees? Parents tell it. Or children telling parents, how much money you spend on your education? Tell me, I go write you a check for it now. I have a degree. Jai Bhagavan. I go write you a check to pay you. Children look at it. Parents, what do you ever do for me in life? Where is the brain? Isn't it misguided somewhere? So parents, I am telling you, whenever your children ask you, what did you ever do for me in this life? You know what I want you to tell them? Say, well, I can't remember anything else, but all I can remember that I brought you into the world. Just tell them that alone. One thing. I do not know anything else. Maybe you think I am foolish, I am uneducated, I am illiterate, I don't know anything else, or I don't remember anything else. But one thing I can remember, I brought you into the world, child. And if you come for 7 janam, you can't repay me for that. So what you telling me about giving me a physical or material reimbursement for? No, my dear devotees. Understand as a Sanatanist Hindu who you are. Understand the Ramayan. Ramchandra Bhagavan went and bowed to his feet the feet of mother and father, and to bring a sense of calm and quietude to them. You know what he said to them? He says, Pitaji, Bhardwaj Muni is waiting, Shabri is waiting, Maharishi Valmiki is waiting. If I stay here in this home, in this palace, I would not do all of these things. Give me your blessing, let me go. That, devotees, is your Sanatan Dharam. So many things could have happened. Why didn't Bharat go and accept that golden tray, my dear devotees, with the crown, the gem-studded throne, and the finest robes of Raja Dashrath brought to him by Kaikeyi? Bharataji looked, almost said things to his mother that he should not have said. But Guruji intervened, because he was crying when his mother brought that. Guruji ne kaha, very beautiful doha. सुनहु भरत भावी प्रबल, बिलखी कहे मुनिनाथ, बिलखी कहे मुनिनाथ। बेटा, हान लाभ जीवन मरण, जस अब जस विधि हाथ सिया, पति रामचंद्र की जय। शरणम नाथ मम संकट हरो हरि। Guruji hugged him, You must hug your children. I saw a placard at Chela's home. Did you hug your dog today? Jai Bhagwan. I said, but listen to me, I love you loving your dog. But put up a next sign tomorrow that says, have you hugged your children today? So you'll remember that too. Guruji puts his hand around the neck of Bharat because he's reminding him this whole situation has to be diffused. Do not act or react in a manner that you are going to regret. If I had known, I would not have said it. Damage is already done. Guruji said to him, listen to me, my child. You see, when you come here, Han, Labh, Jivan, Maran, Jas, Abjas, you live with the pairs of dualities, pleasure and pain, heat and cold, losses and gains, ups and downs, birth and death, night and day. You understand what I'm saying? You have to face these every single day. They are all called inevitable. Then how do you handle that situation? He says, don't get worked up, brother. Don't say anything to mother. If you have to sit here, you sit here. Marakaikeyi, Sri Ram has to go for 14 years, you have to sit here. But he could have stood up on that one, You know what he said? He says, Mother and Guru, if you want me to protect this throne of my father, that's no problem. That's no problem. He put the robes, he put the crown, he walked barefooted into the forest. He took the sandal of his brother. You know what is a sandal? You say karao. You know what is a karao, my dear children? It's called a symbol of humility. That which buffers your feet from the dust in the ground was taken by Bharat, brought, and that symbol of humility, he bowed and he used to do puja to that every day. That is my Sri Ram. And what did he do? What did Bharat do, my dear devotees? Baith dekhi kushasana बैठे देखी कुशासन जता मुकुट कृष्णघाट राम राम रघुपति जपट श्रवण नयन जन जात सियापति रामचंद्र की जय शरणम नाथ मम संकट हरो हरि. Very powerful words of Goswami Tulsidas ji devotees. He took this hands of his. You see this very hands of Bharat? He took the kush grass and he matted it together. I will tell you of Sabri Ma maybe a little bit tomorrow. But he made a grass made mud. We call it kushoki asan. And he placed it there. बैठे देखी कुश आसन जटा मुकुट कृष्णगाद जटाओं का मुकुट. He grew his hair very long, and that long hair, my dear devotees, from being in the forest, he tied it in the form of a crown. How do you call tying your hair in the form of a crown? Children, do you ever say these words still? We say a jura. You know what's a jura? You tie it like this, like this. Chatavu ka mukut. Sarir krish. And my question tonight is, how far are we willing to go to show our brother how much we love him? Very profound question. How far are we willing to go to show our brother how much we love him? Not very far, you know. In a scenario like what just took place, one brother might say, Bhai, you better go and don't even worry to come back. Huh? Don't even, you read of Bali and Shugriv also? You see, Bali miscalculate, you know. But I wouldn't go into that tonight. I'm just drawing a little reference to you. Very quickly, as tonight being the first night. Devotees. You know what is Sarir Krish? You want to know what is love? You want to know what is brotherly love, my dear devotees? Brotherly love is giving up this entire mortal coil, this physical body, for the love of a brother. Ram, Ram, Raghupati Japat, Sravat Nayan Jal Jat. Ram, Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. 14 years, bhai. Constant flow of tears coming down his cheeks. Hands are trembling. That is called brotherly love. That is what I tell you of Ayodhya Khan. Diffusing situations, devotees, and filling it with love. That's who we should be. That's who we should be, my dear devotees. Ayodhya Kand. And you know, devotees, I said to you that I'll read a few lines taken from Sri Ayodhya Kand. You see, Maharishi Valmiki, the original author of this Ramcharitra in Sanskrit shlokas, there's called a transformation. He was known as Ratnakar. Wouldn't take much time in telling you this. Ratnakar. He was a bandit. He would steal and loot and disrespect, dishonor everyone. But that's why I want you to be a sadhu. It's not only the duty of the Guru, but it's the duty of all of you who are looking at us. It's the prerogative of all of us to make a change in the world. Call yourself a sadhu from tonight. Tulsidas ji ne kaha, sadhu sarisa shubha charitra kapasu. You be like the cotton wool. Go through any pain, any suffering. But you know what? Come out on top of it. At the end of this life, you are supposed to make a difference. Supposed to make a difference, devotees. He came upon 7 rishis, we call them Sapta Rishi. And his first reaction was hostility. How do you react to hostility? They smile, you know. Can you smile? So although we do have no hostility, all are still smiling? Huh? Smile, my dear devotees. And you know what they ask him? They say, my friend, is this the way you conduct your life? Is this the way you speak to people? Very aggressive, very hostile. He looked at them and he started thinking. He says, my friend, this is no life that you are living. What are you telling me? He says, I want you to keep repeating Bhagwan's name. Sri Ram, Rama. Ratnakar knew one thing, Mara, he knew kill. Mara means to kill, reverse, Ram. But the story goes, Katha goes on. He did follow, and he had become now such great and noble devotee of Bhagwan. An ant built a nest over him. Ant hill is called Valmiki. He given a name Valmiki. But he then journeyed to a place that you and I know today as Chitrakoot. That's a very powerful name. Chitra means picture like, and Kut is Kutya. So I tried for such a long time to figure out what is Chitrakoot? A place that is really unreal. You know, if an artist is doing a piece of work on canvas and he makes a painting, he has to make it very attractive. It has to catch your eyes. He's going to put a little mountain in the background. He may put a little stream running down. He will put nice clear water coming from the stream. Pebbles in the water, but he will put little stars as though when the morning sun comes, it is glittering in the water like gems. Am I correct? He's not just going to put a tree, but he's going to put a tree that is laden with fruits. So on that tree now, he's putting a bird that is having a nice little bit of that sweet mangoes. He's going to put a deer. He's going to put a squirrel. But he knows in the mind of the beholder what is happening. It's in the forest. So then he's going to put a wild animal. He may put a lion, he may put a tiger. But he's going to put it in such a way that you get the feel that that lion, the tiger, the squirrel, and the deer all live in harmony. Am I correct? All live in harmony. So with that in mind, I want you to know that Valmiki had actually created such a beautiful picture. Everything lived in harmony. All the trees were in blossom, the flower trees. And there, my dear devotees, Sri Ramchandra Bhagavan has now realized that the time has come that I should visit the home of this great and noble devotee of mine. Something very beautiful happened. I'm going to tell you in just 5 minutes. Dharmacharji, they love me so much. I said 5 and it seems that they are happy. Nobody said take 10 minutes, Baba. Muni kah Ram dandavat keenha. Very, very beautiful. Ashirbar vipravar deenha. Munivar Muni kah Ram dandavat keenha. Ashirvar vipravar deenha. देखि राम छवि नयन जुराने, करि सन्मान आश्रम ही आने। श्री राम जय राम,
जय राम,
श्री राम
जय राम, जय राम,
श्री राम जय राम जय
राम।
प्रभु रामचंद्र की जय। I can stay for the rest of the night on this line, devotees. Picture what is happening. Sri Ram, Lakshman, they saw Valmiki on the hill. Chitrakoot, very early in the morning, beautiful sunlit morning, he was picking flowers in a little basket to perform his puja, my dear devotees. Picking that flowers to perform his morning puja. That's a lesson too. Do we offer a flower to Bhagavan? What does Bhagavan want from you? I will just say one line of the shloka. I don't want to deviate too much. He says, Patram pushpam phalam tuyam. He wants a leaf to make him happy. A flower makes him happy. A fruit makes him happy. A drop of water makes him happy. Are we reflecting? How many days go by in our life that we don't even offer these very simple, seemingly insignificant things to our Bhagavan? Do your puja on 3 levels. I am telling you that you are busy. I am telling you, because of the traffic, you have to leave home 3 hours before. I am telling you all of these things, no problem. Eyes open in the morning, repeat Guru Mantra, and you go ahead, bhai. Do your daily chores. Stage number 2, though, 1 day in the week. You're not working 7 days, are you? 1 day in the week, whatever day that is, take that flower, fruit, leaf, and water. I grew up knowing I see a fresh lota of water every day in the altar with a flower in it and a tulsi leaf in it. Did you ever grow up seeing that in your home? So they are fulfilling the teachings of what Bhagavan is asking you for. And Guruji goes one step further. I tell you, as a Sanatanist Hindu, take one fruit, my dear devotees, 1 day in the week. Take it to the feet of your chosen deity and put it there. Tell your Bhagavan, Prabhu, today I have come to have breakfast with you. I call it having breakfast with God 1 day in the week. Can we do that? Just one fruit, my dear devotees. How much fruits do we discard? We buy 6 bananas, we throw away 4. It's gone, spoiled 2 days after. And so too with everything else. You know, devotees, that is our Bhagavan. That is our seva to him. Today he observed all of this being done by Maharishi Valmiki, and they walked up. And as they are going, devotees, Sri Maharishi observed the Lord is coming. He threw down his basket on the ground. And he's running down that hill. What is he running down that hill to do? When you see your Bhagavan coming, are you running to him? You should be. When you see your Guru, why do you get all excited and go quickly to your Guru? What are you going to do? You are going to touch Guruji's feet. So he now, that he molded his life around, is coming to pass today. I spent my whole life waiting to touch the feet of Bhagavan, and today I am going to touch that feet. Do we have that thought in our minds? Ashudbara Pipravardinha. The katha gets sweeter and sweeter and sweeter. As he was going down to touch Bhagavan's feet, Bhagavan held him up. He says, Maharishi, Ashirvad Vipra. Very important word. He says, no, Maharishi, give me the good fortune of touching your feet. Let me have the honor of touching your feet. You are Brahmin. Let me touch your feet. Ashirvad. Second explanation, we are never too big or great to bow our heads. Never too big or great to bow your heads. Prabhu Ramachandra ki jai. Very quickly I'm telling you, so many beautiful lines, As I said, that you mold your life around, that is what comes to you. And further than that, whatever you mold your life around, that's a place and position that you are going to attain when you part with this mortal coil, You see, we only follow the parts of the Bhagavad Gita that we can smile and congratulate ourselves. Bhagavan say, you know something? Even at the last breath, you call my name and you come to me. I say, okay, I'm going to live however I want to live. And as soon as I'm going to die, I say, Jai Ram Ji ki. No, bhai. Whatever life you live, that is what comes to you when you are dying. Always remember that, my children. Whatever life you live, that is what comes to you when you are dying. Everything of your life runs like a film in front of you. It's called a replay. It's a replay, my dear children. It's going to be replayed in front of you. That's why different reaction comes when people are dying. Some are smiling, some are crying, some are grasping on to something. You know what is that, devotees? Most of those are regrets. Most of those are regrets. In पैरों से जल कर तेरे मंदिर कभी ना आया. I heard that there is Yagna in Polo Ground. I never find the time to come. जहाँ जहाँ हो पूजा तेरी कभी न शीश झुकाया. Tulsidas, she says, do you think your head is a lauki? You know what's a lauki? He was a humorous guy too, A lauki is like a long cucumber, about 3, 4, 5 feet long. If you hold it, patak say it breaks. People think if I bow, something else might fall off my head. No. Nirmal Vani pakar tujhse naam na tera aaya. We fail to call Bhagavan's name. Guruji make it say, Bhagavan, I am ashamed. And do ever learn this song. But look at the follow hand and tell me if I hear it already. Did you ever hear a song? Mera Jeevan Kura Kagaz. How much have you heard that song? Thank God nobody heard. This guy walks around looking in the sky saying, my life is a blank sheet of paper. Is your life a blank sheet of paper? No. Our lives are a charted journey, my dear devotees. That is who we are. So, devotees, let me read one more line for you. Beautiful things are happening. He sat in the company of the Lord. Maharishi prepared bhojanam for him. Food. He partook of it. We call Kandamula Phal. Do you know what is Kandamula Phal, children? Fruits, roots, and shoots. Fruits are the forest flowers he had. The roots are like little cassava and dashin and so. And what? Kandamul Phal. Phal are the fruits. Yeah? The shoots are the what? Bhaji. So he took all of these, he prepared. Bhagavan tasted it and he said, you know something? It's the best I have ever eaten in my life. That was not lip service, Right here it came from, the heart. After doing all of this, devotees, I want you to change your focus a little bit from the Lord. And I want you to see Maharishi Valmiki sitting in the company of Prabhu. But the Lord is saying to him, I am so happy that I have come here today. You have brought tears to my eyes, O Valmiki. What is his reaction? Valmiki man ananda bhari. Valmiki is Valmiki, man means mind, and you come to a very powerful word. English words cannot tell you. What is the meaning of Anand? Anand means an emotion. I looked at it, it says extremely happy. It says overjoyed, Guruji. Huh? Is that telling you something? It's an emotion that you can't explain. If somebody asks you, how was the Yagna last night? What are you going to tell them? Nice bhajans, lots of people. Guruji read nice katha. Is that telling them something? If they ask you, how was the puja last night? Tell them, come tomorrow. I just make a little joke. What I'm telling you is, you see the feeling that you get, the emotion that you get when you are here. It is something you can't tell anyone. It's an emotion. It's a feeling. So today, Valmiki mana ananda. How does Tulsidas ji explain this, my dear devotees? You know how Tulsidas ji is explaining this? To tell you how the feeling of Valmiki, are you seeing him there? Are you seeing him as though he's frozen? Valmiki is unable to speak, you know. When he heard Bhagavan said to him, it's the best bhojan I have ever eaten. Valmiki is just looking at him, unable to speak. Did you ever get a lump in your throat? Your kid comes and hugs you and says, Mom, Dad, I passed my exam. You as a parent want to say, I love you, my child, I love you, my child, but nothing could come to the lips because that lump, if you open your mouth, you will start screaming. Today, Valmiki can't speak. When the Lord, the most loving Prabhu, realized that Valmiki is unable to speak, Tabakara Kamala, the lotus-like hands of the Lord Sri Ram went up like this. Tabakara Kamala Jori Raghurai. He put his hands together. Bole Bachana Sravana Sukhadai. Sravana Sukhadai. Soft, soothing, and sweet words came, my dear devotees. Very beautiful words came. Suraki gati maye kya janu ek bhajan karna janu. I waited so long to speak to you, Bhagavan. I am speechless today. Ek bhajan karna janu. But my story could be told with tears, Prabhu. I can't speak. Ek bhajan karna janu. Ek bhajan karna janu. I just wanted to sing one line for you, devotees. Tumatri kal darash muninatha. He says, Valmiki, you're a very intelligent person. You are a noble individual. You are to know of the three tenses. And that again is something very mystical, you know. Valmiki knew the three tenses because the Lord allowed him to remember who he was. Ratnakar, the bandit, the one who would steal and loot and disrespect and disregard the tenets of Dharam. And he says, the present now? You mean, am I that same person who is in the company of my Bhagavan today? My Prabhu? So that's past, present, and what is the future? Bhagavan allowed him to see the future when he looked in a little glimpse in front of him. Do you know he saw two little boys running in front of him? Only he saw that. Two little boys ran across. Who were those boys? They were Love and Kush. He had reached such a great height of spirituality that when he returned home and the washerman made his remark, he looked at Mother Sita and he said to him, I am not only Sita Pati Ram, I am also Raja Ram. I love you to death. Never think I will ever question your chastity. But today I want to tell you, I have to satisfy everyone else. So in the meantime, I will leave you to the care and protection in the ashram of Maharishi Valmiki. He knew that was coming now, my dear devotees. So dear my dear devotees, Tumatri Kala, you are blessed with knowing those three tenses. Bhagwan allowed it to happen. Vishwabadarjimi tumari hatha. This world is like a little fruit in your hand. Oh Maharishi Ji, that is the little fruit in your hand. How much you know of this world. He says, I know that you know why I came to the forest. But for the benefit of all of us who listen to the katha again and again, I'll remind you why I came to this forest. Don't sit here and blame Kaikeyi. Do not think Dasharatha was a weak king. And do not say anything else, devotees. The Lord is telling you with His own lips. He said here, my dear devotees, Tata bachana puni matu hit. I have come here to honor my mother's and father's word. Bhai bharata yasarav. Because he's saying now, the promises that his father made to Kaikeyi, he has to fulfill those of his father. Tata bachana puni matu hita. Mother and father's word I came to fulfill. Bhai bharata yasarav. To allow my brother to sit as a king. Brother didn't sit. Mukha darsha tumhara prabhu sababam punya prabhav. He says, but more than that, listen to the Lord speaking, devotees, and translate it into your life tonight as I will close in 2 or 3 minutes. You know what he said? The Lord said, Maharishi, maybe I did one good deed in my life. Maybe I did a good deed in my life. That today I have the good fortune of being in your company. I did a good deed maybe. That today I am blessed with being in your company. Sava mama punya prabhav. I cannot translate. And I always, when I tell you to translate it into your life, I translate this line that I am telling you, my dear children, and those who are listening to me, my dear devotees, I want you to know that I translate this in my life every time I sit on this Singhasan. I don't sit here with any ego, but I sit here sitting and asking myself, what did I do in my life that I have the opportunity to sit here and so many of you come and sit and listen. Look at the company that I have every single day. Noble souls, elevated souls. I question myself, what did I do in this life? I even stretch it sometimes to think, do I deserve all of this? Do I deserve all of this? What did I do in this life? But you know what, my dear devotees? I get the support of you. I get the support of my family. Guru Ma is looking on. My children, my grandchildren, they are all looking on. Different states, different part of the world they are. But through the medium of all of you beautiful guys here tonight, streaming it for us, they are getting to see me. I want to publicly say I love you all. I make a little joke with Guru Ma. I say, I don't know what you do in your life that Guruji had to be out all the time. So I bring she along sometimes, you know. So devotees, I just make it a little fun before I close. But I am telling you, count your blessings tonight. You have done extremely well to be here in the company of noble souls. So may Bhagavan guide you, bless you, and protect you at all times. To my beautiful group who will be here with me, God's blessings to all of you.